Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dylan, and I'm back again with another comic book review. Now today, I want to talk about Venom, issue 19, Absolute Carnage tie-in. We got Donny Cates, as usual, writing, and we got some new artists. Not sure if they did issue 18, but Aban Coelho is the artist, and Rain Barredo is the color artist. I'm sure I butchered those names, but this was a really fun issue. I think this was my favorite issue. So, with the most recent Venom tie-ins, they've been a little short. They've been, still good. But I think this one, I was about to be jumping out of my seat for a second, thinking I was gonna have to order an extra copy because Donny Cates straight teases the hell out of us in this issue. It starts off though real dark. Basically, Eddie's all in his head. He's like, Carnage is gonna win. Matt Gargan, his spine has been shattered by Norman Osborn. Still acting crazy like he's Cletus Cassidy, and as Eddie is trying to help Gargan because he can't even walk, his back is broken. Miles Morales gets snatched up, and now he is being turned once again back onto the the damn fucking Hive hit squad. And at this point, all Eddie really can think to care about is Dylan. He just hopes Dylan is all right, because he really has no faith right now that we're gonna even win. He's just really hoping that Dylan will be safe at this point. That's all it really seems. But man, we've been waiting for Dylan to get the symbiote or bond with Sleeper. Man, him and Normie, they're running from the Maker, who still is one of those hybrid symbiotes, And right now, Cap, Spider-Man, Wolverine, The Thing, they're trying to hold him back to let Dylan and Normie, run off. But they're losing this war right now, and Dylan makes his way to Sleeper, and finally we think we're gonna get that moment we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for Dylan to pair with Symbiote, and we think it's finally gonna be Sleeper. They start talking, and he says, we're gonna like Dylan is acting like, is it gonna be painful? I've never done this, and he's like, we're gonna come together, and it will be us. It won't be you and I. It will be we. And oh my God! Like I told you, he teases us, and right as you think, next page, full out Venom out. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Huge spoiler alert right there. It does not happen. There's something else going on with Dylan. The symbiote rejected him, or well, more like he rejected the symbiote, and basically threw him away, like pushed him off, and he's like, "Get away from me!" And Sleeper even says, he's like, "What, Dylan? He's like, your mind. I sensed it. I've never felt anything like that." He's like, "Dylan, what are you?" So at this point, what is Dylan? His eyes go all black, but that's not from Sleeper. That's something that he can do. So, and the thing is, so far the only hint at what he can do is, it seems like he can control people, because at the end he says, Sleeper tells him, he's like, "That's not cool, controlling people." And they don't really get too much into it, but so far that's really the only thing. And he's we'll get to that more in a second, but Hawkeye comes in, and because like I said, Wolverine and them are all losing that fight, and Hawkeye comes in trying to help, and Dylan comes back because they were gonna bond together and then come back to fight, but since he can't bond with him because we don't know what's going on with him, he's gonna just use him You know what I'm saying? He's gonna take that dog form, and that's a big part. That's the part. What I was saying, when as he's the one who turned him into a wolf, is what. Because at the end he says, you know, that's not cool. Why? But nice touch, because he jumps on him, and the dog, the sleeper dog or sleeper wolf, he drools napalm liquid all over him, because sleeper can produce any type of chemical, or any, like, sleeper has some really cool powers. And Hawkeye, boom, hits him with a hits the Maker with a fire arrow, basically, and boom, he blows up. But does the Maker even die? No, the Maker gets away, because, you know, he's a sneaky one. This issue had a lot for a tie-in. You know, I was really disappointed, because I was like, dang, we gotta wait a whole month for Absolute Carnage issue 5 to end. But I was like, okay, at least we get an issue of Venom, you know, to hold me over until then, because I'm not picking up the other tie-ins, because, you know, I want to read Donny Cates' story. I don't want to get all I feel like it gets washed out once you start reading all those tie-ins. That, you know, that's what happened with War of the Realms, and it kind of ruined the story for me. So I just been sticking with Donny Cates' parts. So but the Maker gets away, and then you know, they're all around the room, and Bruce Banner has figured out how to you know, remove the codexes safely, and them not be stored where the Maker had them, like, being sent to. You know, we figured that out in the last issue when Eddie bonded with all those codexes that the Maker was collecting. And then you know, Dylan is still a bit disappointed because Eddie has not come back, and like I said, him and Sleeper have that conversation then back at the wherever they're at. I forget where. I don't know where. If they say they don't, it's like some hideout, you know, underground hideout. And he's like, don't ever do that again, Dylan. Controlling the living thing against its will is unethical. And you know, boom, Dylan gets a little smart mouth too. I thought that was real. You know, it seemed now that Sleeper knows something's up with Dylan, he's kind of opened up, I feel like, because he goes, house tell car, like a snot-nosed little kid in a way. And he's like, man, that's messed up, you know, because they got that passed. But he's like, so I figured that out, that he cannot just control him, but he must have read his mind then too, you know. He might be able to see past experiences. So what is Dylan? He's like, the napalm was a good idea though. Why a wolf, if I may ask? And he's like, honest. He's like, you know, I think it's because I saw it because of Eddie with the symbiote, or with him and his symbiote, when you know, Venom did the dog thing, or the wolf. But he's like, honestly, I'm not even a dog person. So he's like, okay. Then he goes back to the, you know, the little cat form, which is funny. I'm a dog person over a cat person though. But you know, as he's disappointed that Eddie's not around, Eddie comes back, and it puts a good smile on his face, and Sleeper communicates to him. I think maybe they have I wonder if they have a telepathic connection at this point now, because he's like, I'll be at your side for what is to come. I will protect you to the best of my ability, and I will never betray you. I must ask one thing. When are you going to tell Eddie what you really are? So I think Sleeper knows what he is, but they're going to keep that a secret. When will Eddie find out what Dylan is, and when will we find out? Because I want to know, you know what I'm saying? But this was a fantastic issue. I really had fun with it. Sorry if I was a bit here and there. Sometimes, you know, that's just how I get it out, because I want to talk about what I remembered the most. Most of the time that's what really spoke to me. But man, I really enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys had as much fun with this issue as I did, and you know, if it's holding you over until Absolute Carnage issue 5, because man, I can't wait for that to wrap up, and Venom Island to start up, man, because this Venom series has been fantastic. It is definitely one of my absolute favorites. But yeah, if you guys hit that like button on your way out, hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.